So today we're going to take some hump molds, also known as drape molds. Hump because it's a hump, drape because we're going to drape the clay over it. The clay will be made into a slab, for which you can use a small rolling pin and a board that has rails attached to it. So when I roll this out, I produce a slab that is a uniform thickness, just like that. But it's a whole lot easier if you were to have yourself a little slab roller. I made this thing out of old washing machine rollers a lifetime ago. This thing is now probably about 45-50 years old. And I'm going to roll a slab that, from experience, I know will be just the right thickness. Also, because I made this thing to produce a uniform slab that is just under 1/4 of an inch thick, and I used it strictly to make slabs that were going to go on top of a hump mold or a drape mold. Here's the slab, here's the drape mold, and now it's over there. Use your hands to make it conform to the mold, and then we kind of have to wait because the clay has to stiffen up a little bit. That excess clay that hangs over obviously is too much, so I'll just lop it off right now. I'm not very particular about it, I just want to get it out of there. And now I put the thing over on the little stand where it can sit for, oh gosh, half an hour or so, and then the hump mold will be ready to be something made out of. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the two shallow hump molds and put them together like that. And oh wait, I happen to have some that we made a while ago that are dry already. So here it is. I used my fettling knife to trim the mold so that I get a uniform, even thickness, and then I very carefully peel this off the hump mold, and lo and behold, it holds its own shape. Handle this with kid gloves. Be very careful. Put it on the table. Take number 2, which lo and behold I already trimmed because I'm good at that sort of thing. And this one we don't put on the table, we hold it in our hand, and I use my needle tool or whatever tool you are used to make little marks on the edge so that they can attach both halves together. And then we get to the part that is really interesting and a nice thing to understand and realize. This clay is very soft. It's going to be even softer because I decided to use some slip to put it on the edge. And you can be quite sloppy about this, doesn't matter. And here comes the fun part. You take the other one, which by the way you were supposed to have scored already and I forgot to do it, but it'll work for this demo purpose. We'll put them together, and then something happens that most people are pleasantly going, oh wow, that's cool. Yes, that's cool indeed. When these two halves hit one another and the edges are attached just right, you have just trapped a giant air bubble. And the air inside this now hollow form will cause you to be able to use this thing and manhandle it and do anything you want to it. So the first thing we're going to do is rough up the edge. Then smooth it out. And notice that you can put quite a bit of pressure on it because that air pressure on the inside is holding everything together. Needless to say, it takes a little bit of experience to do this in no time flat. But you really don't have to hurry about it. You can take your time. I'm only hurrying because, after all, this is a demo, and I don't want people to get sick and tired of watching an old guy play in the mud. It takes forever to do what needs to be done. So there you are. We now have two halves that are together, and they look kind of funky, and I agree. But remember that air bubble on the inside? Well, here comes one that will blow your mind. I'll take my fettling knife, I'll make a little hole in the thing, and I'll blow it up. Just like a balloon. See what a difference that made?
Wow.
Be sure that you close that hole up or you lose all the air pressure inside and then the whole thing will collapse. Now, this form can now sit on the table and you can do something with it. You can add tails, nose, ears, whatever you want to it, and next thing you know you have a cute little piggy bank. And there you jello are, aren't you? Needless to say, the money slot you don't cut into it until the thing is leather hard. And then you can safely cut the money slot in there and let the thing dry. Are we having fun yet?
Oh yeah.
All right then.